And now your host, Mr. Racing Entertainer himself and voice of Bowman Gray Stadium, Mr. Chris Carter.
One of the voices of Bowman Gray Stadium, my buddy Randy Pulliam, alongside the lead head man there. I hope everybody's doing as wonderful as I am on this rainy, cloudy day here at the Race 22 Studios. Sydney, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fat and happy. Doc Love, you good over there?
Yes, sir. Hanging in there, getting ready to check my blood.
All right. Well, who's our P1?
Oh, let's see if they're
We
on
don't
yet.
have one yet.
Oh, they're still racing for it. They're racing for it.
I see a Chris Cannon, and I see Kate's on there.
Oh, there it is. Let's see. Not on the official.
We don't have a comment yet.
No, we didn't say comment.
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah,
means.
have to comment.
All right. All right. Well, anyway.
I got a new toy, so I'm gonna play with it while y'all talk.
All right. Well, we got a great show tonight. We've got new sponsors. We've got amazing guests. 13-year-old Darren Krantz Jr. He's going to be on. Excited about that. So we had a monkey wrench got thrown at me at like 5 o'clock. Greg Garrison's under the weather. He can't be on. So I just talked to Jordan Atkins, and so she's going to be on in that place at 7:20, and then we're going to have. Let me look at Danny Bone, the 2014 Bowman Gray Stadium champion, and Brandon Ward, our defending modified champion. Danny Bone was a modified champion in 2014. And actually, Brandon Ward was the first person beside a Tim Brown or a Burt Myers to win a championship since Danny Bone won it. So interesting right there. And Grayson Keaton, who drives the #1 stadium stock at Bowman Gray Stadium. And I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Like I said, we've got some new ones, and tomorrow I will be posting about those. Robin Sandblast and Garage Doors of the Triad LLC, Renee Hackett Realtor, Mule Skinner Trucking LLC. We've got some amazing people, so I do really appreciate them coming on. And Sydney, why don't you give a shout out to all those amazing people we have sponsoring Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by DL Outfitters.
Okay, and we have a P1. It's Dakota Martin.
Yes.
He got a 5 points tire and
5 points tire and auto hat.
So good job, Dakota. All right, we'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, DL Outfitters, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Tea Time Sports and Spirits, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Koger Plumbing, MJ Printing and Graphics, Garage Doors of the Triad LLC, 9D Creative, Renee Hackett, Velocita USA, Robin Sandblasting, Hall's Heating and Air Conditioning, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Speed 77, J&T Services, Mole Skinner Trucking LLC, Thunder Road Bar and Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, Midway Music Hall and Event, CNC Lock and Key, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, 5 Points Tire and Auto, and Make TV Great with Nate. Are you laughing at yourself?
I love you. Quick shout out, Dakota Martin, ESP1. Thank you for tuning in. Want to say hey to Brian Allen. Thank you for tuning in. Also, Jeff Day of New Day Motorsports. Thank you for watching, Jeff. Love you, brother.
I love me some Jeff.
Tara
Day.
Staley.
Oh, hey, girl.
That's my friend.
She's awesome. Matthew Brooks. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we're going to get right into it. Our first guest is our Cam's Corner segment featuring 13-year-old Darren Krantz. And this Cam's Corner segment, it is brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecues, and they have been in business since 1910. Did you hear that?
That's a long time.
That was before they invented hot dogs.
They've been in business since 1910, and they are located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Go chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with friends and family at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, who is the sponsor of our Cam's Corner segment. Darren, hey, buddy, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Man, bud, I'm good. I hope you are.
Of course.
So, finally, right? I mean, that we finally got this done.
Of course, I've been waiting for a while, and it's really an honor to be on here with you guys. And thanks for actually having me on. And of course, thanks for Luke. I'll give Luke a nice shout out again. Tell him I said thank you for having me on here too, and mentioning my name and saying really good things about me.
He did. He thinks a lot of you, buddy, and that goes a long way with all of us here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by DL Outfitters. And also, I want to give a shout out to Miss Kate. Okay, Miss Kate has been remarkable. So we started communicating by email, Darren, and I am just not really good at communicating with emails. Okay, so finally I was like, okay, here's my number. I see your number on the email.
Yeah, of course.
So I want to give. She does a really good job, and we're going to get into some of the things that you do before we end this segment. But real quick, let me do this, okay? For those of y'all listening now, I want you to understand, once again, this kid is 13 years old. Now, this is he drives for Chad Bryant Racing. So for a lot of you, that right there, you know, Chad Bryant's not going to put no toodly wink, no driving person in his race cars. So right there, Chad Bryant, that speaks volumes of your driving talent, Darren. So for those of y'all listening, he drives for, as I said, he drives full time for Chad Bryant Racing in the number 77 Chevrolet in the limited late model series. He is going to run part time in other series throughout the year. And DJ, he started racing in 2017 in go karts. And as Miss Kate says, stacked up some pretty impressive stats on track. 16, Sydney, listen.
I'm listening.
16 combined championships in go-karts and bandoleros, and over 100 wins combined in go-kart, bandoleros, and late models. So let's stop right there. And young man, it's 2017 and until right now, I know people that's raced 10 years, and doesn't have stats like that. That is so impressive.
Thank you very much.
What of everything you've driven, Darren? Now, I noticed Luke called you DJ. Is that what you?
Yeah, that's my nickname. DJ is also my nickname. That's what they call me at home.
Okay, so we call him DJ.
So we're gonna act like me and you fought in Vietnam together, and we're having a reunion. Okay, so it's gonna be DJ. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so DJ, the go-karts, bandoleros, and the late models. Of those three, what did you prefer better? Did you like that late model better, or was you more comfortable in the bandolero or go-kart?
Honestly, I think the bandolero did help me get prepared, and go-karts was just a really good learning stage for me, of course. Thank God I kind of started out there, because now we're here now doing late models, which really helped me out doing bandos. But the bandos were really just amazing for me. We had a lot of experience in those. I learned a lot, kept winning trophies there and winning races there, and I kind of here now doing really well.
Have you done any dirt?
Not yet, but we're looking forward to doing some work dirt with Chase Briscoe.
With who?
Chase Briscoe.
Isn't he starting his own team now, like in the upper ranks?
I believe so, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing a lot of dirt with him this year. I think dirt's really going to translate to asphalt and really help me out into the asphalt world. That's what I've heard.
Young man, I promise. I think every driver, if I was a driver, if I won the lottery tomorrow and I had to get a young man to start driving, or young lady, whichever, Sydney, I believe that I would, of course, the quarter midget, depends on their age, but let's just say somebody like Darren's age when he started. DJ. Sorry. Start over there.
Timer.
I believe that the legend cars on dirt is a good way to get a young person into learning how to drive a race car. I don't know why I say that, but it just seems like that dirt drivers that translate over to asphalt DJ, some reason they just seem to really get it. And a perfect example is Kyle Larson. Just like at Martinsville, even though that race was horrible, you could notice that Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, there you go, searching for different lanes and stuff more so than your normal asphalt drivers. And I think that's just taken over from the dirt days. So how can you tell us, how did that come about with you going to be with Chase Briscoe?
So Chad introduced us to Chase Briscoe. We were just talking about doing dirt, and Chase Briscoe actually invited us to come do some dirt when we were at the Chili Bowl with him recently. But we were just talking about doing a lot of dirt with him, and he said, well, come along with us and try to do some dirt. So we said, yeah, of course. So I think in 2 weeks, we're going to be going to do some dirt with him at Millbridge Motor Speedway. And I'm definitely ready. I'm really, really ready to have a really good experience with dirt and learn as much as I possibly can.
Real quick, I'm gonna get some shout outs. Doc Love's nephew, Pee Wee Robertson,
Hey,
is
Pee
on
Wee.
there. Want to say hey to him. Thank you for
Hello,
watching, little buddy.
Pee-wee.
And Emma's cousin, who I love dearly with all my heart, is Kayla Edwards, is watching too. So thank you, Kayla. I hope you're doing well, friend. Millbridge, I'm going. If it don't rain out, I'm going tomorrow to hang out with Cohen McDaniel.
Fun.
Do you know who he is, DJ?
Not sure about that, but I would like to hear a lot about him.
He's been on here before, and he's pretty sporty driver. I'm looking forward to it, but I think it's going to rain. I hate saying that on the air, but anyway, hopefully it doesn't.
Probably,
but
hopefully,
doesn't,
talk to him, and maybe I can learn a little bit from him on the racetrack.
are you going tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, but in 2 weeks, I think we'll be down there at Millbridge.
I have come to the conclusion that it's in my best interest for what I do, and especially having I always feature the kids. And you're 13, you're a teenager now, but you're still a kid to me. I'm old.
Of course.
But I think it's important to me in this podcast, Sydney, to start being at Millbridge more so.
Yeah, because you'll meet and probably get lots of guests.
Jason Rao, one of the sponsors here at Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, said Beckham Malone will be there. And Beckham's been on here. Do you know who Beckham Malone is, DJ?
Yes, of course. He's a really, really good kid. I like him a lot.
That kid can drive as well. So yeah, so I plan on going to Millbridge tomorrow. Okay, so we talked about your past. Okay, so right now, so far in 2024, and the season's just started, Sydney. I mean, we ain't even started racing at Bowman Gray. And so far in 2024, you have 2 pole awards, 2 wins, and 1 second place finish.
Wow.
That was, yes. At Florence, we already won the first race. But mostly important, we tried our best and we had to get the car together at Florence, and apparently the team did. So we got 2 wins so far. So I think it's really going to be a really good year with Chad Bryant Racing. Just going to keep my head on straight and just learn as much as I possibly can.
Listener just got on. He's sitting on the pier at work here in Atlantic Beach. How cool is that? You're at work, you're on a pier in Atlantic Beach, and you're listening to this podcast. So thank you, Mr. Arnold, for listening. Appreciate you. And I don't know if you're fishing while you're at work, but I don't know. Catch a fish if
Are
you
they
can.
taking applications?
Probably. So yeah, man, DJ, golly, young man, you are just
That's exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really you're going places, young man.
Yeah. Now,
I really hope so. I really do.
Are you homeschooled?
No, I actually go to full school right now. But we're gonna have to figure out. We're still gonna have to figure out something with school during till the end of the year, because we're gonna be out a lot this year doing a lot of racing.
Yes.
At Hickory, Tri-County, Florence, everywhere. So we're gonna have to figure that out though, but we will.
Which is your favorite track of those you just talked about?
Yeah.
You just said
probably Hickory is my favorite, because I think that's really just the driver's track there. You really have to get on the wheel, drive that track. It's very bumpy to me. That's why I think I learned a lot at that track, and it kind of helps me out everywhere else. But that would really be my favorite track there. I really just love it a lot in general.
So, just out of curiosity, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, okay? But do you realize, DJ, the history of that track at Hickory Motor Speedway?
Oh yes, of course I do. What is it called? When I went to Hickory for the first time ever, my dad actually brought me to the wall they had there of all the history. I took pictures of all the history they had there. Like I'm a big fan of history, so I love all the history. But this track just has amazing history. That's why I like it a lot. But it's just a really, really good learning track to me as well. But yeah, I took a lot of pictures on the wall of all the history that was there. But it really is interesting about all the history that was at that racetrack, though.
And so Ryan Putnam, he spots on the Smart Modified Tour, and he's a spotter for Zach Orr at Bowman Gray Stadium. He's watching from the Winston-Salem Dash game. Do my best not to miss the show no matter what. So we got somebody on a pier at work in Atlantic Beach. We got somebody at a baseball game in Winston-Salem, and Andy Noto, who's going to be running for Rookie of the Year in the Modified, he is also tuning in. Hey, Andy, I hope you're doing good. And Dakota, thank you for being P1. Matthew Brooks said this kid is a dang wheelman. He is, Matthew. So I'm going to say something to Miss Kate, who I talked about earlier, who was so instrumental. And I don't know if she's been doing this for 30 years or 20 years or how long, but everybody always says, Chris Carter, you wouldn't be where you was at if it wasn't for Cale Gale. A part of Kate has tail ain't lit.
Of course, I like Kate a lot. She's really been helping me out the racetrack a lot of things.
I told her today on text. I really enjoyed working with her. Some people can just be a jackleg, and she was totally.
Well, she's a very good person to work with.
Yeah,
very, very nice. Very nice person. I like Kate a lot.
Here, real quick, to others launching in 2024, he established his own nonprofit, raceforkids.com. Tell us all about it, DJ.
Yeah, we actually just launched raceforkids.com on all my platforms, all the internet, everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, TikTok mostly too. But I'm really just looking forward to working with a lot of my partners this year and just giving back to kids all around the country. It's my main thing besides winning the trophies is just giving back to charities as much as I possibly can.
I love you, kid. Awesome. I love you.
Of course, it's my main thing.
He is very mature for him.
I want to be your uncle.
Of course.
And he would be the crazy wild one.
So listen to this. So for y'all listen to, okay, check this out, DJ. Also, there's somebody from dadgum Long Island listening. Sean McIlerney.
Oh yeah, Sean McIlerney. Yes.
And Miss Donna Antonio Delgado.
He's a very good friend of ours,
Long
Sean.
Island.
Now, is that where you're originally from?
Is that where he's from?
Yes, I am still currently in Long Island right now, but we actually have a condo in Cornelius, North Carolina right now, but that's where we'll be spending our time in the summer.
Because I'm not saying I could pick it out, your accent, deeply, but I could tell there's a hint of New York in there. So
yeah, because I've been spending a lot of time.
Southern.
Of course, I've been spending a lot of time in North Carolina, so my dad says he always jokes around with me saying that I picked up all the Southern accent there. He always makes fun of me for it.
Okay, so once again, Steven Sanders says we're breaking up a little on our end on YouTube. Since DJ started racing, he's helped to donate over. Now y'all listen to this, okay? 11,000 meals, 3 million. What's 3 mm? Am I that dumb or
3 millimeters?
No, in clothing.
Oh.
3 mm plus in clothing and shoes, 50,000 plus in donation, and over 125,000 toys.
That's amazing. You go, buddy.
Of course, we do a lot of work with Toys for Tots during Christmas time, but it really is just an honor to work with Toys for Tots as well, because we actually every year we have an event at Christmas time. We always bring the big trailer there with all the cars, the late model. Of course, I always help put the gifts in the trailers. But yeah, it really is an honor just to be a part of that and really just give back to kids all around the world.
Some of DJ's longtime partners are American Cancer Society, Hope Lodge, Angela's House, and Toys for Tots. And of course, here it is. If I'd have read with a known this, it says continue his year. I got involved with a young lady last year and told her all about it, and it was so you're special to me. I ain't just saying it because I told Miss Kate that I like I don't know what makes a young man your age want to do this because that's totally irrelevant. Okay. But when I talk to someone like you and I hear and read everything that you're doing, it just makes me really happy inside what you're doing. And you read your Bible too. Okay. Read your Bible.
Of course. Yeah. That's my main important thing.
Well, you're going places, kid. As long as you keep doing that, put God first. I promise you're going to
makes it all happen.
Yeah, you'll be blessed, and you're already blessing others, and that. The very cool thing for the kids. So, man, any time, and I want Miss Kate. I know. So I want y'all to know that if you have some kind of drive or anything like that, I want y'all to keep in touch with me so I can help promote it. I will promote the living stew out of it from my end. Sydney Will. We'll put it on the Race 22 page and all that. We will help.
Yeah, that sounds really, really good to me, actually. I definitely look forward to doing that with you.
Well, I'd love to help you out, buddy. And
Of course.
man, this went by kind of quick. This is DJ Darren Krantz Jr. He's 13 years old, and this is our Cam's Corner segment, brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. They've been in business since 1910, and they're located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem. Chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with friends and family at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. Well, know this for sure. Miss Kate has my number. I have her number. I want to hear back from you in exactly a month, okay? In 4 weeks, I want you back on here. I want everybody to know your progress and how things are going. And you will definitely be on this show, buddy.
I'm definitely looking forward to that with you.
I want you to, at this time, to thank sponsors, family, friends, and everybody else.
Of course, though, I have to really just mainly thank my mom and dad because they've always been there for me, helping me get here. Because my dad put me in the go-karts. That was really just a really good time for me to spend time with my mom and dad and really just connect with my dad. But I'm with my dad every day. I just can't thank him enough. But I really just love him, of course, because he's the one who he brought me here to this level. Without him, I couldn't really do any of this. So I have to really just give a shout out to my dad and, of course, my mom for also always helping me, always being there, being very supportive to me, and always being at the racetrack. But also, I can't forget my charity race for kids. I have a lot to do with this year, a lot of work to do with the American Cancer Society, Toys for Tots, Gary Brown, Dream 68 for the whole year. But, yeah, we have a lot of things planned, and I'm really just ready to do it, of course.
That
Man,
is so
amazing. You just keep doing what you're doing, DJ.
Yes.
You hear me, buddy?
Of course.
And
blessing.
Miss Kate is listening. I figure I would be if I was her. Thank y'all for the kind words. DJ is the greatest young driver out there, both on and off the track. Hopefully, DJ and I can see you soon at Bowman Gray. You've got to come to Bowman Gray, DJ. You hear me, buddy?
I really want us to go to Bowman Gray. I always watch
a
lot of videos about it, and that's my one bucket list I really want to go to. I always tell my dad, bring me.
Well, you can cheer for the announcer, guy Chris, and Mr. Randy. I can't forget my buddy, and Sydney in the number 11 stadium stock. Okay.
There you go.
That sounds very good to me, of course.
All right, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll talk to you again soon. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you again for having me on here.
You're more than welcome. I'll see you, man.
What a sharp young man.
Yes, he is very, very mature.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's why I do this. I almost cried.
He's got a big heart.
What a heart, yes.
Very mature for his age.
Man.
That's one that you
I mean,
we
he's
want to
more mature and has a bigger heart than
have
most.
on a bunch because he's, like a lot of these other young folks, they're going to go deep in this sport. They're going to go far.
Not often I'm speaking. I don't even know what to say.
I mean,
I do know what to say.